Yes, I'm going to talk about Lily Tino, alright? There's a lot of people talking about Lily Tino being very bad for the trans community, very bad for anybody, and even harmful to children. That's what people are saying, right? Now, I think, with Lily Tino, I'm not going to mention much about it because I know sometimes you hear. One time I heard something about Tiffany Haddish being inappropriate, right? And then I talked about it and said all these things, and then the rumor wasn't even true, right? So you know what I mean? Like sometimes you hear these things and they're outlandish, whatever, and they're not even true, whatever, right? So I felt like, well, why did I mention that, right? But in general, I mean, I disagree with what Lily Tino is doing. I disagree with the whole concept of like making Disney, especially Disney, of all places, because Disney to me is cherished, right? Like it's Mickey Mouse, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. It's not like Lily Tino doing what she's doing, right? So I mean, it's just tarnished, right? I mean, I love Disney. I'll always love Disney, I think, but I mean, it's just like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and it makes you feel really bad about what they're talking about, right? And a lot of trans people don't deserve that, right? Nobody deserves that, right? A lot of people like trans people too, and they don't want to see someone ruining it for trans people, right? Or people that like trans people, right? But yes, I think it's like a very, it makes me feel like Disney's not doing something very good in their situation. Well, I mean, I like all the characters that we cherish and love, like Cinderella, Mickey Mouse, and all that, and then Lily Tino. You just like this really ruins it for Disney, in my opinion. But I mean, I'm not going to judge Disney. I'm not going to judge Lily Tino. That's the thing. Like these people have a lot of viewers. They have a lot of followers. To judge them critically, if you're a nobody channel, I mean, I'm getting famous more and more every day. I will go viral soon. But even if I'm very viral, I mean, I think there's more important things than sabotaging channels or saying to someone they can't have a channel, right? But I mean, if it were up to me, Lily Tino wouldn't have a channel. But I mean, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna say anything rude. Lily Tino's got way more subscribers than I do, right? So I mean, even though it's like seems off and all that, I mean, she's doing something more right than I am, right? But in general, I just feel like some of these controversies are too much, and they just put a bad image of trans people, and I just feel like that's not what trans people are about. When you see trans people, they're always very real and authentic and respectable and nice. So I feel like that's something that a lot of trans people are like, right? Like look at Brandy, look at Alexis Blake, look at even Blair White. I know Blair White's Republican. She seems to go against the grain with what a lot of trans people think, but she's real at least, right? Um, and some of these people that are trans are really real, authentic. Lots of female to male are very real as well. They're normal, right? They don't do anything outlandish like this, right? Even Dylan Mulvaney, I think Dylan Mulvaney's getting a bit more jaded by hate, but she does seem very real and very authentic, right? But yes, I mean, I think it's just too much, right? Anyway, thank you guys, but I'm not gonna judge, right? Lily Tina's more powerful than I am, right? But I mean, if she does something illegal, she'll definitely get in trouble for it, right? But anyway, it's not up to me to decide what she does, right? I support all channels and everybody, but I mean, if it really were up to me, I wouldn't think Lily Tino should have a channel. But I'm not gonna criticize. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not even gonna judge Disney for allowing her back in, right? I just think it's something that is, and I'm just a small channel. I'm going viral every day. I'm getting more and more viral, and I will go viral very soon. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like I want to keep my hands out of it, of the whole situation, because it's not something I agree with. But you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you. But yeah, I mean, I just don't want to get in trouble. Like, as long as I'm able to produce content and do what I like, I don't really worry about what other people do, right? But I mean, if it were up to me, it just would be a canceled channel, right? But I'm not going to say anything because it's not my place, right? Bye now.